Saving Hamilton Harbor, one sink at a time. In today's consumer society, a lot of the products purchased for daily use have natural and synthetic chemicals which eventually drain into the local sewage treatment plants. In Ontario, one such area of concern is Randall Reef in the Hamilton Harbor. Due to the heavy steel industry in Hamilton Harbor, contamination has been a persistent issue. Hamilton Harbor receives the discharge of 3 wastewater treatment plants, as well as urban runoff from the cities of Hamilton and Burlington. Household hazardous waste is also another root cause to the problem. This eventually leads to a vicious cycle of contaminant runoffs into the Hamilton Harbor, which affects the environmental health and in turn affects the ecosystem as well as the quality of life for the residents as a whole. Long-term exposure to low concentrations of these chemicals can lead to health concerns, both in humans and aquatic organisms. A combination of excessive wastewater and insufficient filtration systems at the treatment plants renders chemical removal difficult. Here we outline the various effects that poor water quality in Hamilton Harbor can lead to as a result of high contaminant levels in the water. Restoration is needed. The poor water conditions of Hamilton Harbor is having a direct result on the citizens that live around the harbor. The map shown here identifies the average age of death in the region surrounding Hamilton Harbor. According to the data on the map, the citizens living closest to the harbor are dying at significantly younger ages than the areas that are farther from the harbor. This is a direct correlation between Hamilton Harbor and mortality rate.
Proposed solution, a 3-pronged approach. Educating the public on the impact their household water usage behaviors have on local treatment plants and the environment. Reducing household water usage in order to lower the water load sent to treatment plants, and changing everyday chemical products to more environmentally friendly options to reduce the stress on treatment plants. The more people are aware of the impact their household water usage has on the harbor, the more inclined they would be to adjust their behavior to reduce the stress on the wastewater treatment system and the environment. The word can be spread using many avenues in the community, ranging from ads on HSR buses and radio commercials to seminars held at local community centers and schools. Is education actually effective? A study done in Gold Coast City, Australia back in 2011 provides some evidence that education and awareness of the negative impact of careless water usage can greatly influence household behaviors. The researchers in this study compared the household water usage of 2 clusters of households differing in their environmental and water conservation attitudes. Results indicated that residents with very positive environmental and water conservation attitudes consume significantly less water than those with moderately positive concern. Water usage behaviors can thus be curbed and adjusted simply by being informed on one's impact on their environment and community.
Reducing household water usage is a crucial step in reducing Hamilton Harbor water pollution, since it aims at reducing the overall pressure on the city's treatment plants. One of the ways it can be done is by providing residents incentives that can benefit them financially in the long run and encourage them to decrease their use of water. A common form of incentive is by providing rebates as a reward for participating in certain programs that increase water usage efficiency. These incentives are quite feasible and can be easily implemented since the money invested is less than the return to the community. An example is the city of Guelph, which is offering $1,500 for gray water reuse systems as an incentive to decrease the pressure on its wastewater treatment plants. Gray water, which is water leaving sinks, bathtubs, and washing machines, is collected, disinfected, and stored to then be used for flushing toilets. This program has been tested in 14 houses installed with the system. These houses successfully decreased their water usage by 30%. After the success, the city is now hoping to transfer these results and install 200 residential gray water reuse systems by 2019. The cost of the systems is completely covered by the decrease in water bills for every household. As an effort to decrease water usage in the U.S., San Francisco was one of the cities that was able to decrease its water usage by 8% on average compared to the 45-gallon per day usage of a typical resident. The residents were given plenty of incentives such as residential rain barrel program, residential turf replacement rebate, high efficiency toilet rebates up to $125, and high energy washer rebates of $150. These incentives, combined with the way they were marketed and used to create awareness, were extremely successful in decreasing the water usage for residents, making San Francisco one of the leaders in water conservation.
Limiting the volume of household chemicals in your wastewater is the best way to keep pollutants out of the wastewater system. The common rule amongst all of household chemicals is to never dispose of these chemicals by flushing them or putting them down the drain. Most household chemicals are required by law to post how to dispose of the product on the label because of the safety requirements set out by the Center for Disease Control. Any chemicals that don't have this information printed on the label will have instructions on their product's website. There are a wide range of environmentally friendly products that can achieve the same effect as harmful household chemicals, many of them being common household products themselves. For example, vinegar can be used as a cleaner like bleach. Companies also make eco-friendly versions of some of their products. Buying these instead of the original products can make a big difference. Laundry detergent companies are a good example of this. Eco-friendly products are available in most major grocery stores to give the public the ability to do less damage to the environment. A 2015 global study done by Nielsen showed that 66% of global millennial respondents say they're willing to pay more for products and services that come from companies that are committed to positive social and environmental impact, up from 55% in 2014 and 50% in 2013. If people are educated on their environmental impact, they're more willing to pay for safer alternatives. If the general public in the Hamilton area limited the amount of harmful household chemicals that are introduced into the wastewater system and switched to using more environmentally friendly household chemicals, the state of the Hamilton Harbor would be greatly improved. By simply educating the public on what products are dangerous to the health of the environment and on providing them incentives on how they can change their behavior, we think it is feasible to improve the state of the Hamilton Harbor.